Tomorrow at noon, the curtain closes on 4 long years of American decline, and we begin a brand new day of American strength and prosperity, dignity and pride. Bringing it all back. Once and for all, we're going to end the reign of a failed and corrupt political establishment in Washington, a failed administration. We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to stop the invasion of our borders. We're going to reclaim our wealth. We're going to unlock the liquid gold that's right under our feet, liquid gold. We're going to bring back law and order to our cities. We're going to restore patriotism to our schools, get radical left, woke ideologies the hell out of our military and out of our government. And we are going to make America great again.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash. And double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching this word and believing this word, Lord willing that they continue to endure and be sincere in the same spirit. And shalom to the Akwath Yom that are believers of His faith and His truth. And Lord willing you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. They're going to say peace and safety, but sudden destruction is going to come quick, and it's going to be like a woman in birth. Let's get another one, because a lot of people ain't understanding the time that we're in. We're not in the time for America to be great again, right? They're going to make something new, which is trying to bring the new world order. The elites is going to move things around. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like iron is rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. It doesn't matter how nice or cool they might seem to you, Jake. Their rust is not going to wipe away. No Edomite on this side really has your best interest, especially when we're aligning ourselves up with the scriptures. That's why we must open up our eyes, because the time that we're in right now is that our salvation is near. As soon as Yahushua touched the earth and touched it, when he came on scene, that was that sign for you to understand your kingdom is coming. He's getting a classic in Romans the 13th chapter. In verse 11, it says, and that knowing the time, that now is the high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. It's more closer than you even believe. Every day you should be seeing what's going on in the world. Let alone when we look at a society, we look at the women. Look how grown mothers and even their children is doing out in these streets, where they mind at on these podcasts, how women might think that they're the prize and not thinking that they're the gift and the man is the prize. Women think that they can do without a man, but women was created for man. Regardless if you're another nation or you're an Israelite, women are always going to be the weaker and the lesser vessel, because that's what the Lord created them for. Don't take my word for it. We have to take the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, right? So let's go to another classic. Let's go into law. Deuteronomy 17 because you know everybody want to vote. In verse 15, it says, "Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee, that thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother." You need to know who your adversary is. You need to know what position you're in. Because Donald Duck and any other president that get in office is not your brother. And let alone, it doesn't matter if they look like a Jake. If they're not leading you to the Lord, leading you to the law, statutes, and commandments, and the faith, leading you to the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in truth, that is not your brother. So all these people that you might want to vote for, or that you put faith in, you should want to live a simple life and build as much faith in your family by hearing this word, teaching this word, believing in this word, speaking about this word, meditating on this word. Because what is promised is going to take every other kingdom that's on this earth. Let's actually get something. Actually, let's just go to the point. This is Daniel chapter 17 and verse 18. It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." This is Daniel 7 and 18. After the fourth beast, when Yahweh shall come, which is said in Matthew 24, going to send his angels 4 corners of the earth to receive his elect. And after we're with the Lord for a moment and get our crowns on our heads, the Lord is going to send his mighty men to go search for you fools in these holes and put order in the earth. And Yahweh Shai is going to take your dominion. Right? So that's why we have to prepare for this kingdom to fall. That's why we have to wake. Some are put into a deep sleep and don't even know what the hell is going on. But it's okay. If you're not about to pursue the kingdom and pursue your crown, I'm going to do it. Because I want this. I'm tired of being low. I'm tired of being stubborn and going against the Lord. I'm tired of sin. I'm tired of being in this flesh. Sometimes I have to rebuke myself because I'm not good enough and I might slip multiple times. But we can't grow if we're not taking accountability. We can't grow if we don't want to grow. Right? So let's get another one dealing with desire and wisdom. Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter. In verse 17. Actually, we'll just go to the point. Verse 20. It says, "Therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to the kingdom." And the Lord tells us in Matthew 16, Matthew 6, Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. I'll actually read it instead of just referencing it. This is Matthew 6, verse 33. It says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." The things that I desire, I fully don't even got them on this side. You know, I have many desires that's in my heart. But I need to first seek the kingdom of heaven, man. And the first thing we do by seeking it is this word. You got to have a kingdom mindset. Don't have an American mindset. We can see all these sports, these TV shows, these movies, the things that could distract us. And I could be so amused and amazed at all these things, but you have to wake your ass up and know the more we pay attention to these things and you ain't giving that attention to the Lord, that it will distract you from your crown. The Lord tells us in Revelation, don't let nobody take your crown. Hold that what is good. And this is good, man. This is the number one important thing on the earth. And they try to deceive you and give you wrong teaching. But that's the Lord trying to sift out his elect from in the midst of the wicked and the unrighteous. Let's go back to 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. You remember the first verse. They say peace and safety. But again, Sirach chapter 12, their wickedness is like rust. It's compared to rust. So they could be telling you something sweet, like, in his mouth, You know, he speaks sweet words, but in his hand he has a sword, or in his heart he has war on his mind. So this is 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, in verse 6. It says, "Therefore let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober." Right? So we shouldn't sleep like everybody else. Because Romans 13:11, because our salvation is near. When we go to Acts 1 and 6, the disciples at that time thought Yahushua was going to restore the kingdom. The kingdom is going to get restored in this time that we in now. You got to understand how many chances the Lord is allowing us to have. Right? I want to get something else. I believe is in Psalms 37. Yeah, let me read this. This is Psalms 37, verse 5. It says, "Commit thy way unto Yahweh. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass." When we go to Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9, it says, "Those that put their trust in him shall understand the truth." What's going to come to pass is prophecies. And if we trust in the Lord, we commit our ways unto him, we're going to grow in his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and understand what we're headed to. We're not headed to America becoming great. America is going to become great when it is destroyed. And I'm not the man that made this blueprint and this plan. Don't get mad at me. Brothers is bringing out prophecies, dark sayings, and parables to tell you what the Lord already prophesied from the beginning. Let's get another side precept, which is Isaiah 46 and 10. Right? Because the end is declared from the beginning. Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning. And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, "My counsel shall stand, and I will do my pleasure." It is the Lord's pleasure to give you the kingdom, and it's the Lord's pleasure to take the dominion from these other nations. It wasn't meant for these other nations to rule, but because of our rebellion, the Lord put them in a position to rule. Romans 9 and 24 is not only for Esau, even though he sought the paintness of our likeness and made the images of himself. But the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. The Babylonians was wicked. They wasn't serving the Lord. The Syrians, the Persian Medes, and the Greeks, which are Edomites, the Romans, and the Americans, which all descends from Edomite, European Edomites. When the earth is in rulership of the righteous, the earth rejoice. Not just only the people, the animals, everything that's in existence is going to be in a better structure and a better order. But when the wicked are in authority, the earth is out of wax. They putting chemical trails in the air. Even the air is not safe, because these things was declared from the beginning. So the hand that you're in right now was already set from the beginning. Let's get another one, then I'll get the last one in Isaiah 13. This is Psalms 37. I'm gonna read verse 9, and then I'm gonna drop down to 13. Drop down to verse 12. It says, "For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth." To wait on the Lord is to be occupied, to be patient in his coming. It's not for you to be sluggard or brutish, stupid, and just being lazy, just waiting for the Lord. You're going to be occupied, because every day we're waiting is every day that you count that you're in the flesh. Right? And we're in a battle. As long as we're in this flesh, we're in a battle every day, this change of darkness. Dropping down to verse 12, it says, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gasheth upon him with his teeth." And when you look at the MOTB, even though the whole earth is going to be pushed on that through the spirit, even the left-hand side that's in control of the physical attributes of humans on the left-hand side, they understand of these prophecies that's going to come to pass. Esau know what he's doing, and is really target to the children of the Lord. But of course, we see other things that the whole world is going to be subject to taking us. You see a lot of people under servitude, but Israel, it was all pointed to because we're under servitude because we rebelled against the Lord. This is our punishment, right? Verse 13, Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The Lord through the Spirit is laughing at you. Even more when his presence is made through Yahweh and the angels, he's going to be laughing, putting you in that situation. Even more when that button is pushed to let those missiles let loose. When Ezekiel 38 and 10, when they get that evil thought in their mind, that's the Lord, man. How great and terrible Yahweh Shai is. Verse 14, it says, the wicked have drawn out the sword, which we go to Revelation 6 and 4. They have a great sword, a great weapon, and have bent their bow and cast down the poor and the needy, and to slay such as be upright conversation, which is really the elect. You know, the teachers of this ministry, they're going to put you in a box where you can't go teach this word, but it's really just the Lord. And they think they doing something. That's one beautiful sign when we can't teach no more. I'm tired of it. I want the elect to get it. Every day seeing Jake not accepting Yahweh Shai's word. I want the Lord to cut us off from teaching. You know, we really need to understand where our faith resides in. Because even my faith is getting tested just like yours. Right? Verse 15, it says, their swords shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Right? And that's going to the missiles. But really who's going to be reserved is the elites. The elites in the elect of Israel. Israel's going to be saved from that destruction, and the elites are going to be preserved by being hidden. Right? And I just want to get this, and then we'll go to the last precept. I believe, I'm just thinking out loud, I think it's 1 Peter chapter 4 in verse 8. Is it Peter, 1 Peter 4 and 8, or is it 2nd? It's like I want to get the right one. Family. Yes. 1 Peter, I'm looking verse 18. Do I want this one too? According to the will of God, commit and keeping of their soul. Yeah, I'll read 18 and 19. It says, if the righteous scarcely be saved, which is mean a difficult or very, very rarely. Right, you're gonna be saved by the skin of your teeth at that last moment where it might seem like the missile is right next to your damn forehead. Right? So again it says, if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Right? They're gonna be standing wherever they at. It says, wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their soul to him in well doing, as unto a faithful creator. Right? How about Shema Shai is going to send judgment? And if you're not getting saved, scarcely saved, you're not of the elect. I don't care what man, if you're fleeing from danger and you get beamed up, you are of the elect. You could be in a house in the dark and people trying to break in, and you get saved. You are the elect. If the Lord is putting a wall of protection and the enemy is coming to grab you, and the Lord might make you look invisible, you are of the elect. Because the Lord is protecting the righteous. And it might look like severe. Look at Daniel. Daniel, as that time, you will look at him as the elect. Because he's around hungry lions and did not one lion eat him. The Lord brought food through Habakkuk. What about Azariah, Hananiah, and Mishael, the three wise men that was with Daniel? They was covered. That's a symbol of the elect. Paul was killing Christians, and the Lord changed this man's heart and brought him into this faith, because the Lord knew his heart. 1 Timothy 1 verse 12. So Paul, really, when you look at it, he was already covered. It's just we all have lives before we come in this true knowledge. Moses didn't know that he was going to be called for his position until the Lord called him. When the Lord call you, whoever you is at the elect, you're going to plan out your life and you're going to be a light on the earth. Even you sisters, man, you might be a light to another sister, to a daughter, right? To another sister, right? You might be nourishment to one of the men of the Lord. You might be his wife. You are a light on the earth, even the problems that you go through. But the things that we do go through is the things on the left-hand side. You know this. So don't let it be a heavy burden, because all you got to do is give your heavy burden to a Mashiach Yahushai, because he has a light yoke. Right? So let's get this last one. This is Isaiah 13, verse 6 to 9. Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt their mind. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. And they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as a flame. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. In the eyes of the Lord, the elect don't sin. But we're in this flesh, and we know that we fall and go off. Got to be thankful that you're even in this truth. You got to be thankful that you know what's about to come. But we have to every day make our call and election sure, every day. Because in a minute, the switch is going to be turned, and they're really going to come at the ones that believe. You women are not in the forefront. How they know that you teaching this word? Through your man. And some of you women, right, that could be single, eventually it's going to come that time where the Lord is going to be moving you around, and you're going to be in the presence of one of the men of the Lord, regardless if it's 1 woman, 2 women, 3 women, 5, however many it is that's around, and y'all going to be cleaving to the men of the Lord, not because of swords, not because of guns, not because of grenades. It's because you're that light. You're going to feel that light. You're going to see that light. You're going to see the austere in him. You're going to see the spiritual countenance in this man, because the way that this man fears the Lord and praying, he's speaking of the Lord so highly, manifesting his name in a time of trouble. Even when he don't got food, he might be praying. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm trying to keep it short. But all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. The title of this lesson is Pay Attention. Pay attention.